Hello friends, and welcome back to the Mothership. Today we are embracing spring and we are making our very own pickled shrimp, fried tomatoes. Let's get started. Now the first thing we need to do here, guys, is just cook off some shrimp. These are going to be pickled, so all the flavoring is going to come from that. So what we just need to do is cook them. I'm going to get a pot, fill it up with water, put a little bit of salt in there, boil these for about 3-4 minutes. They'll be nice and opaque and they'll be fully cooked and we can move forward with pickling them. Our shrimp has now been cooked. I want to rinse them completely under cold water to get them to stop cooking. They're cooked. I don't want them to keep going. They are ready now. So what we need to do is get our brine liquid. This is where I'm actually going to brine the shrimp. I've also got my dill over here, 1/4 cup. I got about 1/3 of a sweet onion, and I got about 1/3 of a large lemon. That's all going to go into here along with our pickles. But for the brine, we are going to start with 3/4 of a cup of apple cider vinegar, about 1/4 cup of water, teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, tablespoon of olive oil, and this is unnecessary, but I'm going to add in some hot sauce too, just a little bit. Now we just want to get this nice and mixed together. Now to assemble everything together, I'm going to start with getting all of my shrimp into my mason jar here. You can obviously just use a bowl. You can use whatever container you want. Then I'm going to throw my onions in and my dill. Probably not going to fit all these onions in here, which is fine. I don't really mind. I'm going to toss some lemon on top. All right, well, then I'm just going to take our brine and pour it over. And we are now cooking. Obviously cover it up. Give it a really nice mix together. Well, of course I'm leaking out of this one, that's helpful. But what we want to do here, we want to brine this for about 24 hours. Every time I open my fridge, I'm going to give it a good shake, try and get everything coated down there. 24 hours, we'll come back and we'll think about doing some, maybe some fried tomatoes. 24 hours later, our shrimp are pickling along. They look really good. They smell really good. I'm super excited to eat them. But what I want to do now is get some fried tomatoes. I think that'll really bring everything together. Fried tomatoes, honestly, green tomatoes would probably be ideal, but they're not in season here. So what I'm going with are just Heirloom Red Tomatoes, big thick ones. Cut out the little middle section. You just don't want a whole bunch of this stuff right here, which is the inner stuff. There's probably a name for that, I have no idea. But you want to have as much meat on your tomatoes as possible. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to season them down. Give them a little black pepper. Give them a bunch of kosher salt. You could absolutely put this in with your cornmeal, but I found that this works better, honestly. And then I'm also going to toss a little bit of garlic powder on here. Again, you know, you do you. If you don't want to season them at all, that's fine. I'm going to. All right, now you guys know how frying stuff works, right? We are going to do this basically like chicken. We're going to take these tomato steaks, toss them into some egg wash. This is about 2 eggs. Then I'm going to toss them in some cornmeal, get them nice and coated down. You could do flour. I think cornmeal is better for this, to be honest, but personal preference. Take them out, just toss them under a wire rack, and then I'm going to let them sit. I'm going to let them sit for about a ½ hour in the fridge. That's going to make it a lot easier when I fry them, so that cornmeal doesn't come right off. And there we go. Like I said, into the fridge for about a ½ hour, maybe an hour, but I want everything to just really come together and be nice and congealed onto the tomatoes. When you're frying them up, guys, you know what to do. I'm gonna get an enamel-coated cast iron pan, fill it up with about 1/4 to a ½ inch of oil, get that nice and hot, toss these in, probably do about 4 minutes total, 2 minutes each side, pull them out, and that's all I'm gonna do. It's very simple. Obviously, we're not cooking any meat in there, we're just getting a nice fry on there. So we're going to take care of that. Then we'll come back. We're going to try out our shrimp, try some of these. We're going to have a great spring meal. While our frying oil is getting nice and hot, I'm going to make one last thing, which is just going to be a sauce. I'm throwing some sour cream on there into a bowl. And I'm just going to take some relish. That's going to enhance our kind of pickled flavor, give it a little bit of sweetness. This is sweet relish, and I'm just going to mix this together. This is going to go on top of our shrimp. It's going to be perfect. If you want, you can add some extra dill in there. You can add some more vinegar, but I think this should just be fine. Now it is spring here in New England, guys, and honestly this meal is the encapsulation of all that spring energy and flavors into one thing, and that is our pickled shrimp, pickled onions, and some fried tomatoes. Honestly, you can't beat the flavor on this. It's almost like ceviche, but not quite there. It's fantastic, and I need to give it a bite. Honestly, pickling shrimp is super easy. You just cook the shrimp, you toss them in basically vinegar. You leave it for 24 hours, and on the other side you have a pickled shrimp. We put other flavors in there, but that's the basis of it. When you're frying up tomatoes, when you pick your tomatoes, you want to make sure you have ones that don't have a bunch of that goopy stuff in the middle. You want nice thick ones with a lot of meat. Usually green tomatoes are very good. Your heirloom tomatoes are really good. That's what we're using here. But I have talked too much and I'm starving. And I'm ready to give it the old-fashioned chomp. So let's get some of these shrimps. Ooh, shrimps look really good. Look at that, perfectly cooked shrimp. Obviously I spilt an onion. I'm gonna get some of that sauce I made earlier, which is really just sour cream and a little bit of relish. And it's going to be perfect. See what I'm talking about there? Oh yeah. Like I said before, if you were to take everything that is spring and turn it into a meal, that's this. It is super light, it's super floral, it's fantastic. I'm gonna have some of these fried tomatoes just for good measure in there. Give it another chomp. Also very good, also very light. Guys, this is a fantastic meal. It is not going to be a heavy meal. It's not going to be something that you can go after a marathon and eat. It's nice and light, but it is super, super good. And it really does have that really light kind of floral flavor to it, which is fantastic right now in spring. If you guys like shrimp, if you're looking for something kind of light, absolutely give this one a try. We're going to very much enjoy this one tonight. I'd love to know what you guys are doing down below. Are you just starting to do grilling season? There's a season. I didn't realize that. I grill all year. But if you're getting back into barbecue, let me know what you're cooking up. But most importantly, get out there and cook something absolutely fantastic. And I'll catch you on the next barbecue. Bye-bye.